Today, I'm on the hunt for the perfect sketchbook. I've owned a lot of sketchbooks in my life, obviously. Some of them really great, some of them bad, some of them somewhere in the middle. All of them have been lacking something. They've all been like missing one little piece that I'm looking for. All that to say, I'm on the hunt for the perfect one. I just finished my last one, and I love finishing a new sketchbook because it means I get to buy a new one. I am not one of those people who just buys them incessantly and then has empty ones lying around. I like the satisfaction of finishing one and then getting to buy a new one. That feels great, and so I don't buy them unless I have a need for one. In this case, I do. I finished it, so I get to go buy a new one. I'm in a new area, which means I'm gonna check out some art stores, some small independent art stores, and see what they have. If those are all duds, I don't think they will be, but if they are, there is a Michael's, so everything's fine. I figured out when I'm really nervous filming outside of my house, if I just don't make eye contact with people, I have no way of knowing if they're looking at me or not, or looking at the fact that I'm filming, and everything's fine. I don't know if they're looking at me, so I can't panic about it or be embarrassed. It's not panicking. I'm embarrassed. It's embarrassing to me. This much wind. We're gonna film this at home. I don't want to film this here. It's not working. It's too windy. Okay, so the criteria for sketchbooks for me is pretty specific. I feel like it would be specific for anyone. Whatever. I've gone through a lot. I know what I like, I know what I don't like, and I know what I'm looking for. So one of my very first sketchbooks was this one. This sketchbook is fine. The paper's not good quality, and I don't like wirebound. So this one didn't meet the criteria. The only thing that I liked about this one was the size. But other than that, not really a good fit. This was my second sketchbook. I liked that it wasn't wirebound. That was really nice. Some really old stuff in here. So yeah, this one was fine. It was a little bit small, didn't lay flat very good, and not great paper quality. This sketchbook, which I put these 3 shop girls on, but I put them on upside down, which is hilarious to me. But yeah, this is a Strathmore sketchbook, I think. Yeah. And this one has watercolor paper in it. So really nice quality paper, and it lays pretty flat, especially once you start working. I didn't like the layout of it, like this landscape design. It just didn't feel versatile enough. Another thing that I didn't like about this sketchbook is the texture of the paper changes on each page, because watercolor paper has a different texture on the front than it does on the back. Overall, definitely a nicer quality than the last two, but still not what I was looking for. Then I got this. Not really sure why I bought this and thought this was the move for me. It's like I just went backwards. But this is just a Canson watercolor pad. I guess you could call it a sketchbook, but yeah, I treated it like a sketchbook. Quality of this paper is fine for me. Again, the paper is different textures on either side. It's spiral bound, which I really, really don't like. The only thing that was really positive about the sketchbook was I think this is the biggest one I've ever had, and I really liked this size. Another nice thing about this one is because it was so quote-unquote junky to me, I felt like I could do whatever I wanted. And not that I wasn't doing that with my other sketchbooks. You know, I have pages in every sketchbook that are just hideous and I don't want to show to anyone, which I think is what a sketchbook should be. But yeah, there was just something really freeing about this one being so cheap in my mind, where I just felt like anything was fine, which was really good for me. I really needed that, and allowed me to use this one, my first ever Stillman & Byrne sketchbook. This is the Beta series. If I had bought this 5 years ago, I would have been too petrified to ruin it and had all this pressure on myself to make sure every page was perfect. But because I have gone through those other junky ones, when I got this one, I was like, a sketchbook is meant to be working out ideas. It's meant to be sloppy, and that's fine. It doesn't matter how much you paid for the book, which was great for me. I really, really love the sketchbook. I love the quality of it. I love the consistency of the pages. My only thing with this sketchbook is its size. Great for traveling, great for just grabbing on the go, but there were definitely lots of moments where I was like, I just want it to be bigger. So that was the only thing I didn't like about this one. So going into this search, I'm pretty confident I'm gonna get another Stillman & Birn sketchbook. However, I'm just curious to see what's out there. If you would like to see sketchbook tours, please let me know in the comments or whatever, just anywhere, I don't know. If you want to see sketchbook tours, you should tell me, because I don't super understand the concept of sketchbook tours. Whenever I've watched one by an artist that I love, I get bored, but maybe that's just because my attention span is too small, or maybe that's because I am an artist and so sketchbooks aren't that interesting to me. I don't really know. I don't understand the mystery of them. However, I know that people like them because otherwise people wouldn't be making them. But I'm happy to make one if that is interesting to people. But that is enough about this. Let's go shopping. These look so cool, but they have spirals, so that's a no. Okay, this is the series from Stillman & Birn that I had before, which I liked. It was good. Okay, this is the contender so far, but I'm not ready to commit. Okay, definitely the coolest art supply store I've ever been into. Love that it's like local, family owned. So overwhelming. They have, I feel like, everything you could ever imagine in that store. I was looking at these arches, the arches papers. They have everyone you could imagine. I was looking through these and I was like, I can't find one that doesn't have the back ripped. What is that? And then I realized they ripped the back to put their little stamp on all of their items, which I just think is so cute. I can't believe this is my local art store. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys the rest of the stuff I got once I get home. We still have one more store to hit, so I'm gonna go there because I'm taking a really long time. I just spent 30 minutes in that store, so I gotta pick up the pace a little bit here. Let's go. I'm trying to decide between this one, this handmade book, and this one. Just don't know. So, from the first store that I went to, Lens Arts, I think, or maybe Lens Crafts? Lens Arts in Santa Cruz, close to downtown. Such a cool store, oh my gosh. I had my doubts that I was ever gonna find a store that I loved as much as the Blick in Pasadena, and this place was pretty awesome. I feel like I will love it just as much. They also had a lot of great sales, which I thought was cool. If you're in Santa Cruz, if you care at all about art, you should definitely check it out. It's a very cool store. And I bought quite a few things there. The first thing that I got was these brushes. Originally was not looking at getting brushes, but well, actually, you know what, I was, because I realized that one of the brushes I was using the most heavily was really fraying on the edges, so that was a little bit frustrating me, so I was like, I just need to get some new ones. And one of the sales I was talking about, they were having buy one, get one free, so I got these. I really like the Princeton Velvet Touch brushes. I got a number 6 flat shader and a 1/8 inch angled shader. Then I got some Arches watercolor paper. This is the hot pressed variety, so pretty cool. The other things that I got these 2 cute washi tapes. One of them is cherry hearts and the other one is like strawberries and flowers. My washi tapes are almost gone, and I realized also that all of my washi tapes are gray, which is just dumb. I don't know why. Anyway, so some cute washi tapes. The last thing I got at the Lens art store was these Strathmore creative cards. I at first was like, oh, that's cute, they sell pre-made cards with envelopes, whatever. And then I saw that they have deckled edges, and I was like, hold on, look at those edges. Anyway, so when I saw that, I was like, I gotta get some. Now, the other store that I went to, Palace Art and Office Supply. This other store I went to was like an art store, but more like a Hobby Lobby, if you know what I'm saying. It had all of the art supply stuff, or maybe more like a Michael's. That's a better comparison, because Hobby Lobby has like 2 aisles of art supplies. This was more like a Michael's. It has all of the art stuff, but then it also had like so many knickknacks, so many weird things at the front of the store where it was like, this is a middle-aged woman's gift shop dream right here. She's buying knickknacks here, which is great. People love that. The first thing I got was just some watercolor sap green because I was out of it. And then the other thing that I got was the Stillman & Byrne Zeta Series sketchbook. This is, I think, gonna be the perfect fit for me. So that's the art haul. Really excited. Spent a small fortune, obviously, as you always do when you go to the art supply store, or you know, if you're normal and you don't, great. The Arches paper is going to be awesome, especially for the things that I'm doing right now. Actually, all these things are going to be awesome. I'm going to use them all right now. So yay me for not buying stuff that I wasn't going to use, okay? I know I spent a small fortune, but I'm going to use all these things. Probably today, maybe tomorrow. That's a win in my book, to not just buy random stuff, because we've all been there. The art store is my version of Target, which is why I won't be going very often, which is sad, but you know, for the sake of my wallet, maybe I'll go sort of often. I don't know. Let's break into stuff.